A 35-year-old man teaching himself how to read while inspiring his followers on TikTok. All that and more on this episode of Common Good, presented by Verizon. We visited Oliver James in Costa Mesa, California. His journey from being illiterate to reading almost 100 books in 1 year, which he shared online, provided him with a platform to give back.
I realized I couldn't read around second grade because I got suspended and I was already behind. I was struggling at that time. I can feel it. And I came back to school and everybody was ahead. And nobody was willing to take that time to work with me to get me caught up. So it was more on me to do it, and I wasn't even mentally strong enough to understand why it was worth trying to catch up to the other kids. I kind of just slipped through the cracks, I would say. No one really asked questions. They were just more try to get them done. My family confided in me and telling me hey, you should open up and be honest about who you are. It kind of gave me the motivation to come out and tell people I couldn't read, and that was just to teach myself. And eventually I started to realize that there's a lot of people out there that can benefit from it.
Oliver has amassed over 270,000 followers since he began sharing his story on TikTok. He not only learned more about himself in the process, but he also realized that he wasn't alone.
The reaction has been positive. It's been literally overwhelmingly positive. TikTok in general, it's become a community because they really come through. They bought my books, they bought my bookcases, my bookshelves. They also bought kids' books for schools. They bought a whole class kids' books. Every kid got their own specific book too, the one they asked for. Come on now, that's big. That's a community. I get messages on a day-to-day basis on how many people go back to school now, trying to do this, they're trying to change just because of my struggle with reading. There's I'm gonna go do this now. And I'm wow, that's amazing. That makes you feel really good about the things you're doing with yourself. So I feel good about what I'm doing. Teaching people that it's okay to be, bad at something. And that's something you can't pay for that.
And now, a quick message from our sponsor, Verizon.
The promise of the digital world. An amazing connected landscape for everyone. The reality is that for many, that promise has not been fulfilled. At Verizon, we are committed to fulfilling the promise of the digital world. That's why for over a decade, we've been working to help everyone excel in the digital future. By empowering students and teachers with the latest technology and training, improving digital skills for today's workforce, and assisting local businesses as they prepare for success in the digital economy with access to tech, tools, and free skills training. Verizon, helping fulfill the promise of the digital world.
I'm teaching myself how to read, honestly, by just reading. I'm reading 100 books because it just seemed like something I didn't know how to do, which I didn't know how to do. So I felt like it's something that could be done, but I just have to do it. I've learned how to persevere. I've learned about my trauma. When I started, it was a little choppy, couple words, and I built it up now to maybe a 5th grade reading level. I'm at 95 books right now. So I did something right, I did something right for this whole year. I read 95. If I get 5 more, that means my yearly goal that I started off in this year, regardless of what I did this year, it was done. So I can't ask for much more. I'll keep doing this for the rest of my life because you can't put a price on giving to people and a service to others. That feeling is priceless. When people message you and say they want and finish their college degree because of me, they think about quitting and they didn't. I'm what? That's priceless. I helped you do that? And they're yeah, man. I'm you know what? This is amazing. That's the most amazing feeling in the world to be able to help somebody.
Thank you to Verizon for sponsoring this episode of Common Good.